What's poppin', people? It's Dante, currently walking along the Manayunk Towpath here in Philadelphia. You can kind of see the bridge there in the background. I'm just going towards the forest and got some new apartments here, new homes. Wow, I've been back here as a boy almost like every weekend, I feel like, as a child, especially in the summer. Like every single day I'd ride my bike here on this exact path. Grew up pretty close to here. And so yeah, there's an art festival going on and there's lots of people on Main Street, but I like to kind of walk through the arts festival and then wander the path. The towpath is a really special place here in Philadelphia. Actually, if you keep walking this way, you can go all the way to Valley Forge and beyond. And if you keep walking that way, the trail connects all the way back to Center City, Philadelphia, where I live. And so today I was thinking about the stream of becoming and treating photography as a visual diary of your day, and why this is such an empowering way to make photographs. Check out the Yarrow, the Achilles. Oh no, it's starting to rain. Honestly, when I'm photographing these days, I find such infinite pleasure in just observation and the sensual experience of walking in new places on different surfaces, like walking on a gravel path as opposed to walking on the street, you know, looking towards the horizon on a path like this and having a tree canopy as opposed to being in the bustling street. Like, there's so many nuances that you can have in your day, you know, just embracing the spirit of play and not taking your photography so seriously. And this, to me, is the place that I like to be, is in this flow state of producing more photographs each day, and not necessarily dwelling on the photographs I made yesterday or the photographs I'll make tomorrow, but remaining present right now in this moment and affirming that my next photograph will be my best photograph. And I enter this endless flow state of producing photos with this mindset, and it's providing so much joy in my life. And I find this, to me, is the ultimate thing that I chase as a photographer. It's that inner joy that is cultivated through clicking the shutter. The result of the image, the final product of a book or something that you make your photographs, that you make with your photographs, this isn't of my concern personally. And so, you know, I can tell you that the most liberating way to approach photography is to simply photograph for yourself, because it brings you joy. And so when I'm photographing this way, I actually don't even care if anything happens with the photographs. Like, I'm completely detached from the outcome. I'm completely detached from whether or not somebody ever sees these images. You know, despite publishing them to my own website, and obviously I cull through them and I put them on my iPad and stuff like that, I'm not too worried about the outcome. I kind of just let the chips fall as they may. You know, I really enjoy photographing this way, being completely immersed in the process of making the pictures and detaching completely from the result of the pictures, from the outcome if somebody sees the pictures. Because when you treat photography as a visual diary of your day, you're really, the only real responsibility that you have is to just keep making pictures, to put the camera in your pocket and just bring it along for the ride. And so that's where I find the magic in the mundane, or the extraordinary in the ordinary. It's through really just following your inner curiosity and what you deem to be worthwhile pursuing in life. Like, I like walking on these kind of paths. I like going to the arts festival. I like photographing in a certain way, or of certain things that I see and perceive with my two eyes, you know, but I'm not necessarily caught up with doing anything with the photographs, with making anything with the photographs. I just enjoy making photographs. It really does fulfill my life's purpose and goals, where my goal is to ultimately just keep moving, to keep exploring, to keep photographing. And yeah, it's a really simple goal. And so when I'm photographing with this sort of visual diary approach, it's almost just a way for me to remember the day. It's just a way for me to stay present in the moment and, you know, be open and have new experiences. And so as I'm photographing this way, I ultimately find that I'm always changing. You know, I'm evolving through movement and photography, through going to new places and trying new things. And I think that feeling of change and evolution is what brings me joy, as much as clicking the shutter does that as well. But yeah, so I think it's good to change your mind. It's good to sort of destroy and rebuild again. And I think through this process of rebuilding from the ground up, shooting black and white these days, I'm finding more joy. I'm finding more love for life itself. And then through that love for life, I increase my curiosity and increase my will to go out there and click the shutter. And so, just some thoughts today here in Manayunk, Philadelphia. I guess I'll stay dry under here for a sec.